Hey guys, welcome back to Sound Design with Anna 2. In this video we're going to create a simple hi-hat loop. We're going to synthesize it. It would be easy to just throw a hi-hat sample in the sample oscillator, but we ain't going to cheat like that. We're going to synthesize it from scratch. It's fairly simple. We're going to switch off oscillator 1. We don't need any of these normal wavetable or V8 oscillators. We're going to come over to the sampler section and we're going to choose white noise. So at the moment we've got that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the key tracking down to 0 so that it makes the same sound on each note that we press. And then coming down to the amp envelope, we're going to use the amp envelope to create the initial pluck. So that's like a closed hi-hat. So the amp envelope is just opening and closing enough to let some of this white noise through to simulate a hi-hat. Like that. Next thing we're going to do is come down to the arpeggiator. We are going to clear the arpeggiator. There's nothing in it at the moment. I don't think there is anyway. Oh, there's this. Let's clear that pattern. So we've got no patterns at all going on. We're just going to create a 16-step sequence. Doesn't really matter which notes we use because they're all going to sound the same. So that's going to sound something like this. So it already sounds like a hi-hat loop, but it's a little bit boring. So if you come down to the mod 1 button, what this is a step sequencer kind of thing. So we can draw in step values here, and each one of these step values relates to the note that it's underneath. So if we draw in something like this, do that quickly. I'm going to come up to the sampler section. I'm going to turn down the volume of our white noise sample, and I'm going to use these steps to modulate or change this volume. So if we right click on the volume knob, come down to ARP1. ARP1 is the mod 1 sequencer in the arpeggiator. So these steps are now modulating this volume. This will give us something like this. So you're effectively ducking the hi-hat loop without really ducking it. You're kind of simulating it by these steps here. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to the filter section and we will choose a band pass. It doesn't really matter which one you use, just pick which one sounds best to you and increase the resonance a little bit. And we're going to take both of these down and we can use this to alter the sound of the hi-hat as it's playing. So we can do something like that, try it with some drive. So that gives you some control over the character of the sound as well. So I've just set up a little loop here with some kicks. All it's going to be is a kick and a hi-hat. And you can just hear what it sounds like in the context of a kick as well. So using the filter control, you can change the it's not really the pitch, but it will change the sound of the hat as it's playing. Some other things you can do as well. If you say, for example, choose Bit Crusher, take the dry wet all the way down. You can also use the mod sequencer to modulate this dry wet level. So let's just click on ARP1 again. Switch it on. And go into the modulation matrix. So what this, let's go back to the ARP section. What these steps are doing is these are giving values to the dry wet level of the bit crusher. I mean, you can use this for any effect you choose. So it's worth experimenting with dry wet levels of effects, or you could even set up another mod sequence doing, you know, completely random stuff. So in fact, now let's try something you might be able to hear. So if we set up the last 4 steps in the sequence to trigger a reverb, for example, if we take the dry wet level all the way down and then modulate this dry wet level with ARP2. So it's these last 4 steps where you can hear the reverb sounding. So have a go with that. Just use any kind of parameters on the synth that you want and see what comes out. So I hope you found this video useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Thanks everybody for watching, commenting, and indeed liking. We really do appreciate all the support we get here on our Sonic Academy YouTube channel. So if you found this video super useful, please, we'd love you to hit the subscribe button. We update the YouTube channel every week with new content. And if you want to watch some more relevant content, just click on the videos beside me.